Hi, everybody. Welcome to my YouTube page. I'm Tracie Mahan, and it is Sunday morning at my house. It's a cup of coffee and some good cheer. I woke up actually very motivated to get this video done for you guys today, so I can't wait to see why. Why was that the first thing on my mind today? Very fun. So I'm excited to find out. This is going to be the 5-card pull. If you're new to my page, I'm going to pull from 3 different decks. I pull 5 positions. And then I tell a story about what I find in those cards. Before I get started on that, the 50% off sale ends today if you're watching this on Sunday. So June 5th, 2022, depending on when you're watching this video, the 50% off my online store items ends. So if you're watching this today and wanted to take advantage of watching this on Sunday, June 5th, 2022, and you want to take advantage of the 50% off sale, please go to the link down below and do that. If there is no link down below, that means the sale is off and I went back in time and took it out of there. So anyways, if the link is there, it's probably still going, although I don't know. I won't be able to remove the link until it's over. So that's a matter of me remembering. But anyways, if you just go to my website, go to the online store, put in the word Mercury, because this is a Mercury goes direct 50% off sale. And so that ends tonight. Okay, upcoming things. I have a live with Judy. You guys love those because you love to ask your questions, right? Right. So that's going to be on the 16th at 3 p.m. Pacific time. So please do your math for your location, the live with Judy. So ask your questions down below. I say live with Judy. Judy's the one that asks Daniel questions. So again, if you're new to my page, I go into the channel and I bring in Arcturian Daniel, and Judy asks your questions so to Daniel so that he can answer them. Now, the last video I said, if you guys have things you want me to do videos on, please list them below. What I didn't specify is don't make those personal things. What as a collective do you think would be good to hear about? But those of you who did ask the personal questions, we'll try to get those over to the live on the 16th. Okay, so live on the 16th, we go live on YouTube. Judy asked Daniel the questions. We don't take your questions live because it's too much chaos to try to follow the little feed. So ask your questions on these videos. We'll collect those questions and write them out, and then we'll ask them on the live video, okay? Let's see, June 26th, if you are local to Oregon, Washington area, I am doing a collaboration with James McKinley, and that is for a sound healing and journey with Daniel. It is donation based. Go check that out. That's in a link in the description box as well. That is going to be Sunday, June 26th from 10 to 2 Pacific time. And I haven't worked with James before, but I have a good feeling we're going to have a great time. So let's, he's going to do the sound healing. I'm going to do the journey with Daniel. We'll see how that plays out. Okay. And then in July, I have the channeling and light language workshop. Now that's disabled right now because it's not part of the 50% off sale, and there is no way to separate it from the other things I'm offering at 50% off. So if you are interested in that, contact me at traciemahan@yahoo.com and we'll get you set up. Tomorrow, I plan on reactivating that link. So if you want to wait, you can do that. But if you're anxious to get signed up, then just email me and I'll send you a link to make the payment for that. Okay, so I think I covered everything. Thank you guys for hanging in there for that. Now, let's go find out why I got up so anxious to give you guys a reading. All right, we'll go see what the cards have to say. Okay, you guys, the cards that wanted to come out and play are all very large decks. So hopefully I'll be able to fit them in there when I line them up. So we'll get creative with that. First, we're going to get our theme from the Magic is Real deck and see what it is that we have going forward. Oh, now I got hiccups. Excuse me for that. All right. So Daniel's been saying that the energy was going to lighten up in the second week of June, and we are starting that second week of June. So I think I'm feeling that energy lighten up. Maybe that's what got me up early this morning, right? Okay, so this is a picture of the moon that my son took. And he let me use it for my cards. It's a beautiful picture of a full moon. In life, there are always going to be endings and new beginnings. You are in a time like that now. A cycle is ending and it is opening doors for a great new beginning to come in. Be in the flow. Well, of course, I agree 100% with that because we just got out of Mercury in retrograde where we revisited a lot of things and went through a lot of trials and reviewing and all of the things. And so some of those, it changes a person, right? You get changed in all of that. So I agree. I think that that's definitely what's happening. We all just did a shedding of the skin, if you will. And now we are stepping into a new version of ourselves after coming out of those. You know, when during the Mercury retrograde, I did the reemergence, which I didn't realize when I named it reemergence, that it was during Mercury retrograde where you revisit, review, a lot of re's going on in that. And the image that I kept seeing was rising from the ashes, Phoenix rising from the ashes. And so I think that's kind of what a lot of us are doing. So we're rising from those ashes. So I want to set the intention in these cards and keep talking to you. So I'm going to stop for a second with the shuffling. I'm just going to tap that energy out of what I was talking about and set the energy for what is it that the collective, what is it in the highest and best good for the collective to know at this time? Ooh, look at that, one's already jumped out. Okay, these bigger ones are a little bit harder to shuffle, so I will do my best with that. Okay, so first card for new people, that is how you're coming into the week. The second card is what you bring with you. Third card is what is being hidden. Fourth card is what is the action step. And the fifth card is the outcome. Okay, so we got that in order. Put our moon card here is to not forget our theme. Okay, so now we're going to go with the Denise Lynn deck here. What is it that's in the highest and best good for the collective at this time? What is in the highest and best good for the collective at this time? Man, I hope you guys are having a good weekend. I am dressed like winter because Oregon hasn't got the memo yet. It's only 59 degrees and it's been pouring down rain since yesterday. It is a funny summer, going into summer, late spring, early summer. Yeah, I know we're not there yet, not in summer yet, but it's usually the weather is a little nicer than it is. If not, if it's raining, it's usually at least a little warmer. So yeah, 59 degrees outside. I am wearing a sweatshirt. Okay, going in. Yeah, we're gonna have a hard time fitting all the cards in the picture. So I may do, you may just see less of these ones. Okay, so going in, what you bring, what is the hidden aspect, what is the action step, and what is the outcome. All right. Last deck of cards. This is an old tarot deck that was given to me, and I can't remember the name of this one. If it comes to me, I'll shout it out, but it is in the description box below. You just have to do a lot of Google searching to figure that out. That one wants to be out. Okay, what is it that would be important for us to know as a collective going into this week ahead? Going in. I'm asking if I need to keep those. Okay, there's going to be a separate reading over here. What you bring with you? What is the action step? Oh, I'm sorry, what's being hidden? What's the action step? And what is the outcome? So I'm going to put all of these together. We're going to do those in a minute. Gotta do the pendulum. All right. Isn't that something? They're all from the same deck of cards. So we'll see what that's all about. All right. So I'm going to ask the pendulum, please show me yes. And yes, my pendulum swings until I ask a question. Thank you. Please show me no. Thank you. Are all the cards on the table the correct cards for the collective reading today? Thank you very much. That's my yes. All right. So let's get into the strays here. These cards are a little different. I haven't read them for a while, so just getting into what are we looking at here? Do this. You guys can see them too, and then I'll see what I get off of them. Isn't it funny that it normally I just start yakking away? So this is kind of a reminder for us to remember that we are creating our reality, and that we need to recognize, what I'm getting is we need to recognize if some old energy is coming up, some old fear-based energy that's affecting your manifestation for what you want to create for this world. In other words, you could have bounced out of this energy of hope and traveling and moving forward and being fearless and all of that, and kind of slipping backwards into an old behavior, an old, which we just got out of Mercury retrograde. So maybe what it's showing me is that some of you have gone through, and some of us, I'm not out of that by any means. We've been going through oh, look at that. Now I can't hardly talk. I'm going to take a sip of coffee and we're going to figure that one out. Let's see. Clear the throat. Okay. I'm only not muting because I feel like the clearing of the throat is part of this reading, where somebody needs to watch their words. We all need to watch our words. It actually was a theme on the metaphysical hour this week. Watching our words, looking, reevaluating, seeing where something from the past is coming up to interfere with the manifestations of a desire that we have, and it's getting in the way, and it doesn't need to. So remember when I said rising of the phoenix, it kind of reminds me of that, the rising of the phoenix. You are the magician in this is the magician card. You are the magician. You are the one creating. You're the one that brings that light through, and all that energy around you is creating. And then this is the world card. You're creating your world. So what are you creating in that world? And you could have victory in this, or you can recreate something that has been a pattern that I think you're done with, but you're so used to being in that pattern that you may recreate it just out of the fact that it's foreign to you to do something different. So let's see. Oh, I am going to mute and clear my throat here in a second. Let's see how this reading before us here plays into that. Hold on just one second. We'll see if that does it. Okay. So as we go into this week ahead, what is in store for us? Oh, goody. So, oh, wish upon that star, happiness, expression. So going in, we're all feeling this energy shift into something lighter. It's bringing in a lot of happiness, right? And it's bringing in hope and love and renewal. This is a star card. Wish upon a star. Something's healing, something revealed, something coming in that's more balanced, more playful. Okay, so let's go here and see what we get. Love dragonflies. Okay, you're bringing to the game abundance, change. See over here, was a caution to those that aren't recognizing they need to make a change. Something's going on here in that first reading. So isn't Spirit amazing? Because Spirit's like, I want to make this reading really exciting, but there's some of you that need to understand that you're falling into an old pattern out of habit. So I want you to enjoy what's about to happen here, but you need to know that you need to change what you're doing. Yeah, we've got victory. We've got standing firm in a new version of your self-confidence, taking action. Yeah, this is a lot of fun here. So happiness, change, abundance, expression, love, victory, faith, all these fun things so far going into the week. And we can all feel that energy shifting, right? We're leaving that Mercury in retrograde. We're leaving that heaviness behind. We're finally getting out of that. If you've been listening to the channels, Daniel says that this is going to be second week of June on through till like the middle of October. We're going to have a little reprieve from the heavier energies, and to take advantage of that. Okay, what you're not seeing happen is the healing that has taken place. Maybe again, you didn't realize you healed it, and out of habit, you went back to an old pattern or behavior. So step back, look at it. What words are you using? It's the words you're using that are important. They'll tell you where you're at with that. Describe to somebody what your life looks like right now, right? Okay. Hard work. Okay. We got lots of beautiful things. And I love this because it's the dragon. So we get the dragonfly, then we get the dragon, right? And this is power. So you have healing. You're stepping into your power. You have progress, productivity. You got intentions and determination and growth and skills, everything coming in that you need to create this change that's coming in for you. Be open to be in the flow of this change. For some of you, it's going to be just a slight little adjustment. For others of you, it could be like your world is getting upside down and you don't know what's happening. You got to move. You got to get a new job. You've got to, unexpected bills, whatever it might be. I don't know. Something may feel like your world got turned upside down and everything about your life is going to change. And for others of you, this could just be a subtle little change. It's all across the board is what I'm feeling as far as the listeners that are listening. So just know wherever you are going, whatever direction it is that you are going, it seems to be in alignment to bring you happiness, to bring you back into your power, to bring you abundance and healing and expression and love and all that hard work that you've done is paying off and it's bringing you into a victory. Just keep the faith. Okay. What is it? Okay. This is so appropriate. Your action step. What is your action step? You have a choice. Other deck. You have a choice to go back to an old pattern, to an old way of being. You just went through this massive clearing, but you have a choice to go back to an old pattern or an old way of being, or you have a choice to do it different. Now, this is coming in for me to say that choice. If this is a relationship, you may have an opportunity to get back into a relationship differently. Don't go back into it the way that you were in it. Come show up differently, show up better. And if you see old patterns resurfacing, you get to choose. Do I stay for that? Do I not stay for that? Some of these choices could be good choices. You get a choice between this job and that job because now you got all these jobs coming in. Oh, interesting. Everything. Yeah, okay. You may have to choose between two things that you love. Oh, I see a scenario here that they're giving me is like, you met somebody and you want to spend time with that person, but they live in a different state and your family and friends are where you live, but this dynamic partner lives somewhere else and you may have to choose. Do I move to be with that partner? Do I stay to be with family and friends? Something like that, but you're choosing. Not everybody is choosing you know, not everybody's got a choice between this, that, or the other. But there could be, as you go into this, some uncertainty because this is new. Like in that first little cluster of cards, you don't realize that you're starting something new. You haven't, because you're so used to the old pattern. So there's that uncertainty, that little leap of faith. Faith card right there, faith card. Two of Cups. This could be a love connection that we're dealing with. But it could be that there's a new job, you're attracting something that you love into your life. But there's connection, there's sharing. There could be union and partnership and a lover coming in here, and you're going to be making a choice about that person. Again, like I said, it could be an old relationship that's coming back that you're choosing to, do I go back and try it again, or do I do something different? And I'm not saying that something different is the answer. I'm saying if you do go back into a relationship that you really do care about and want to see it successful, you both have to come in new, fresh, do it different, do, you know, there was a lot of change, a lot of transformation that happened. We got the dragonfly and the dragon in there. That's extreme transformation going on. And so if you are going back into something that you have done before, that you've been there before, do it with different energy, okay? Do it with some new energy, with a fresh slate. You can't go into something that you've been in before and carry all the baggage back into it. It won't work. So you have to be okay with starting brand new. The outcome, the innocence of it all. Look at that. So if you are in a relationship, this shows me this is soulmate relationship, lifetimes of relationships here. We got the two birds, we got the two children, we got the sweetness, the innocence. The energy is attracting you. Oh my gosh. Okay, you get innocence. And then the next card is purity. So you're just going into everything new, right? You're going into everything new. Then we get the Nine of Pentacles. You got, this is like your personal fulfillment. You've made it. This is going to be, feel safe and secure for you. You're going to feel good in this, but you come into it with that new and pure energy, right? For relationships, it really feels like there's a deep soul connection in this relationship, and that's why you would want to revisit it if it's an old relationship or one that hadn't worked out in the past. But go explore the growth that has happened between yourself and this other person while you've been on the journeys, separate journeys. Maybe there's enough change there now that it's a better energetic match for you and it can be successful. If this is a new relationship, you might find yourself being very pulled to this person, and it's very powerful. And because you did your work and did your changes, it's going to come in very strong and very beautiful for you because it's an energetic match. If this is a new job or new employment, money, spirituality, any of the other ventures in life that it could be, childlike wonderment, go in with that absolute beautiful manifestation energy, that energy of wonder what if, what could happen here? Be open-minded. Wouldn't it be fun if? And what Julia and I call that the wouldn't it be fun Monica Dunn, because Monica Dunn, one of the QHHT practitioners, was playing that with us on one of our trips. Wouldn't it be fun if? And all the things were getting created. So wouldn't it be fun if you just created the most magical, wonderful, perfect life, and you got to enjoy so many of these beautiful things that you've always wanted to experience? Okay, so we're going to ask for some more cards here. Anything else that you would like the collective to know at this time? Purification. So we're going back over here to the purity, to the innocence. Come in new, come in fresh, like you've never been there before, but also you've learned so much from the other experiences. So you know you won't be taken advantage of again, or you won't feel the same kind of chaos again. You won't feel the you're going to come into the energy so much different. Manifesting dreams. Hello. We're going to take that. We're going to take manifesting those dreams. Come in with that childlike wonderment. Make it all happen. and be flexible to go with the flow of that. What does spirit want you to do in order to create that dream and that wonderment and that beautiful thing that's happening? Okay, we're going to ask the next deck. Anything else? I get the discernment card. Let's find out why. Oh, interesting, and such a powerful thing to put out here. So the next card out of the deck was intention. So what I'm getting with these two cards is make sure that you're coming from love, that your intention, be using discernment. When you're manifesting, you don't want to manifest from a place of manipulation. You want to manifest from a place of love. In other words, oh, I love Johnny, so I want to manifest Johnny. And you're so headstrong on that you're not being flexible, that maybe Sam is the better match to you. You just don't know it because you haven't let go of this idea that it's Johnny. So open your mind, use discernment, be in the innocence, be in the heart when you're manifesting, and know that if you are feeling so connected to one thing, if you're willing to, it's that little cartoon that they show with Jesus with the giant teddy bear behind his back and the little girl saying, but I love it. And he's trying to take the small teddy bear and give her the bigger teddy bear. And she won't let it go because she loves it. Okay, where is that applying in your life? Where is it that you're not letting go of that little teddy bear so that the universe can give you the big teddy bear? Okay. You may have to take this isn't for everyone, by the way. Some of you are in alignment with what you want, and in love with those. But for for some of you that are coming again from this other pile, where you think you might be repeating an old pattern, you need to get that figured out. Take some sanctuary, look at the intention behind what you're doing, and use discernment with the choices that you're making. Why are you making them? Where is it coming from? What's the vibration behind that? So that you can make better decisions. And listen, this whole thing is just, I know it has to do with this pile over here. So I'm going to put these guys together. And I think maybe all of us have a little bit of that pile going on too, where we're not opening ourselves up for that bigger teddy bear. So let's start listening, paying attention. What are the words we're using to describe ourselves? Do those words support us in the dreams that we are creating and manifesting? What is the intention behind those words that we're using? Are they keeping us stuck? Are they supporting us and moving us forward? Using discernment, getting it figured out. What are the emotions behind that? How does it make me feel when I use a word like that? And that's going to lead us to our freedom. Okay. That's going to lead us to our freedom. Okay. Whoopsie. This one jumped out. What's it want to say? Yeah. It's time to heal, and you're going to get that healing. That was over here somewhere. Oh, there it is. It's in the hidden pile, so I'll put it over here. We're going to get that healing, or you've already gotten the healing. And if you are still feeling like you're in a hurt place, a lot of emotions coming up, do the work behind that. Sometimes it's a personal journey where you just got to get in there and you got to do the work, and you got to look at, well, why am I holding on to this? What does it mean to me to hold on to this, and how is it affecting my life? What is the intention behind holding on to it? And I've told this story a few times, and it seems like it's coming up a lot in this Mercury retrograde. So I'm going to tell it one more time. I held myself in poverty after my divorce. I just stayed stuck in this poverty cycle. And I won't tell you how long I stayed stuck in that. But once I finally got clear, once I sat down with it and looked at it, and I asked my higher self, I asked spirit, I said, why am I still in this? Why can't I break free of this poverty? And, oh, I know what I asked. I said, what's at risk if I let go of poverty? And that's when I got my answer. What was at risk if I let go of poverty was that my ex-husband wouldn't have to feel bad for leaving and for whatever abandonment issues I was having, right? So he wouldn't have to feel bad anymore. if I let go of poverty, then he would see that we're all okay and he wouldn't have to feel guilty for leaving the family. And the truth of the matter is, he probably had no idea anyway. He had no idea what my financial status was. He had no idea if we were doing okay or not okay. And he was living his life. He wasn't sitting there pondering whether or not the kids and I were okay. He went on and lived his life and did what he did to put himself in a happier place. So it was time for me to start my journey towards creating happiness. So go into the things that you feel stuck in. Why are you there? What's at risk if you let it go? What's at risk if you let go of the poverty? What's at risk if you let go of your attachment to a certain outcome? What's at risk? Go in there and look at that. And you're going to create balance when you do that. You're going to create balance, and you're going to create, you're going to stop juggling these things and wondering why your manifestations are never coming about. Your manifestations are not coming about because you're staying stuck on something that isn't working for some reason. And you have reasons, and they're valid, and you need to understand that. They're valid reasons, and they come from deep within your soul. And some of it is childlike stuff. Some of it comes from childhood wounds. And you're going to go in and you're going to heal that. It's going to happen. You're hard at work with it. You wouldn't be watching this video if you weren't. Okay? You have a beautiful soul. It's ready to heal. And the balance, 2 cards. Justice, balance, everything's going to come into a light. Truths are going to come out. You're going to reveal your truths. Other people's truths don't matter. It's your truths. Why are you in it? Because you are the energetic match to everything outside of you. So it doesn't matter what other people's truths are. When you can shift your truths, they don't have to mirror things to you anymore. And you're going to grow exponentially as you go inward and do that journey. You're going to expand. You're going to grow. You're going to have everything come to light, and it's going to change your world in such amazing, beautiful, magical ways. Yeah, and you're going to start attracting that dream to you. All the dreams, right? Manifesting your dreams as you come into it with purity, without judgment, without self-judgment on that. And you're going to create self-love. I'm going to stop pulling cards, or I'm going to do this all day. You're going to create self-love. And I see now why this was so important, because this collective is so important to me. You guys are so important to me. You've been there for me, and I hope I've been there for you guys. And we've been through a lot together already. And if you're new to this page, that still includes you, because you've been part of our soul collective from the very beginning. Everyone that'll ever join us here has already been here in the soul, and you're just catching up to all of that. So when we look at how transforming this can be, to go deep into the wounds and ask the questions, why is it still here? And what's at risk if I let it go? What has to change if I let this go? I don't get to use it as an excuse anymore. I don't get to fall back on that and use it as a way to get off free card with why my dreams aren't manifesting. Your dreams aren't manifesting, or the things that you desire aren't manifesting, because you're not willing to look at this thing. You're going to go in. I know you are. You have this beautiful, incredible soul that is ready and starving for this change. And you're going to rise up out of that like this phoenix. You're going to rise up like that. And you're going to create this beautiful, amazing life. And you're going to have so many tools now to go in and figure out what it is that's been keeping you in this place, this stuck place. Even if your life is good, there's still something more that maybe you want to add to it. And what's at risk if you do? What's at risk if you add the amazing thing that you've been thinking about to it? Something's going to change, but it's going to change anyway, because your energy is no longer settled where it's at. And it's time for that change. And you're going to do an amazing job at bringing in this beautiful magic of love around it. What's your intentions? Are you coming from a pure place? Are you coming from the heart? What is it that you're hoping to gain from this? And open yourself up to the possibilities and get that freaking big teddy bear, okay? Oh my gosh, I'm just realizing that this week I saw a woman riding a bicycle down the sidewalk with a giant frickin' teddy bear on her bike. Thank you. I get chills. Okay. You guys go have an amazing week. This has been incredible. Don't forget to click the like button. That helps me out so much. You know, I take the time to sit here and do this for you. Please take the time to click that little like button for me. And if you have something to share, I love it. Please comment and share your thoughts. I love you guys. Don't forget, if you have questions for Daniel, please put those down below. And don't forget the 50% off sale goes to the end of June 5th, 2022. So if you're watching this before that, you can still get 50% off of the online recordings of all the journeys with Daniel. So go to my website, check that out. The code word, promo code word is Mercury, because Mercury is now direct. Okay, I love you guys, and I hope to see some of you guys at these live events that are going on. Check those out too. Okay, see you soon. Bye-bye.